There's a World Cup winner who's having to stay in a room with bed bugs. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I hope her words create a huge wave here that gets some change.
This is becoming a real problem. The disrespectful, disdainful, demeaning way managers talk to reporters. I get it. You know, listen, it's difficult moments after a tough result to answer tough questions, but these journalists are paid to ask those tough questions, and these managers are paid an egregious amount more to answer them without crossing the line. David Moyes crossed the line, and it's who he crossed it with that's the bigger issue, the fact it was a female reporter. And if people don't think that's the issue, it's because they have the luxury of not knowing how ugly this profession can be for women.
I'm Kyle Martino. When I traveled the world as a pro soccer player, I learned that the best action, that's what I'm talking about, is outside the stadium.
They are absolutely renowned worldwide. There's a famous story of this soccer player who's from Barcelona that now plays in England, who had his parents come once a month just to bring this Iberian ham. What I hope the show does is just empower people to say, it's okay that I don't speak the language, that I don't know what to wear, where to go, how to eat, and all the customs. That's okay, because that's when we've had the most fun, or moments when we are so uncomfortable.
Cat Daddy.
Kyle.
Hey, what's up?
How
are you?
Kristen. Hey, thank you so much for coming down to Voodoo Donut.
All right, let's take these outside. I'm like drooling all over the box. I can't wait to dive
I'm surprised you still have some in there.
Is that bacon on a donut?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All the coffee grounds just settle at the bottom. So don't just try to sling it back because you're going to get a mouthful of...
There's mud under this river.
There is.
I'm so worried about being strong. Woo!
You awake?
That is coffee. I'm on the hunt for the perfect Turkish gift for my wife, so I'm heading to Istanbul's famous Grand Bazaar. It's one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world. And with over 5,000 shops, I know I can find anything here. It's overwhelming.
I haven't done happy hour in a while, but my wife and I actually got in a fight about this the other day, where in modern times, the roles shouldn't be stereotypical. So the wife shouldn't be expected to stay home and be the babysitter. But if I'm left at home with Marlo, sometimes my wife comes back and there's milk everywhere and Marlo's hair is sticking up and I've shaved the other side of her head.
And he and I are almost always together, but he still doesn't call me his girlfriend. Oh.
Is his name Jordan Rogers? We're in the middle of the fantasy draft. You can't text in the middle of a fantasy draft.
The winner of this heat is guaranteed a spot in tonight's final. They'll need to get all 5 team members on that 24-foot rope, and at that point, they can grab their team flag.
Understand who these guys are. You know, who should we be paying attention to, and why? And what's the big story? You know, a guy like Danny Cruz, who grew up playing hockey and didn't start playing soccer until he was 15. That's a cool story. We got to find a way to get that into the broadcast so you have a little more invested in watching this game.
I do. I mean, the end of my career was so tough because I had all these bad injuries and I'd seen the track that I was on and where I'd sort of derailed and couldn't get back on, and it was just so frustrating because, you know, when you're like in your late 30s, you have this tough decision where your mind still knows what you want to do and your body can't do it. To have that happen at like 27, 28 was kind of hard to stomach. So initially I wanted kind of nothing to do with it and didn't miss it. I think I definitely have fallen in love with the game watching it as a fan, as I was when I was a kid, and feel that buzz and that glow again. I've yet to really like fall in love with feeling that urge to go play a lot more again.
Get it?
Now, handle outside. There you go, straight up. Perfect.
No whammies, no whammies.
Going. Good.
I'm no fisherman, but things aren't boding well for me right now.
My guys look a little shrimpy.
They look small, dude.
I think you're in trouble, dude.
Oh, that's tiny.
Is it not big
I think
enough?
he's in trouble. It's not big enough to keep.
Oh, really?
It's shorter than the gauge, see?
Fred, I thought I told you to give me the good trap that you already checked that had the biggest ones in it. Let me at least throw it back. Let me have a moment.
Okay.
I'll be back for you next time, little guy. Meanwhile, Kristen has her eye on one of the big boys.
Can I have my way with one of the lobsters?
Oh, yeah.
Trust me?
Do I trust you? Yeah, you're not cutting me open with it.
Kristen's tearing through that like a cave woman preparing a meal for her tribe. When it comes to lobster, I like a bib, a beer, and a pail of butter.
And if she's doing what I think she's doing, I'm out.
I only want to deal with lobsters after they're cooked. I didn't, you know.
Okay, so typically, like, raw lobsters are a little bit hard to get out of the shell, so we're just gonna finagle it out.
Can't we just get a slice of pizza? What do you want me to do with that?
Eat it.
Fred,
Fred, you want
you're not
some?
getting out of this, buddy.
Get in there.
It's actually really good. Good, right?
Oh, we gotta bite it.
Popularity, FC Barcelona is also one of the most successful teams on the planet. This year alone, they made history by winning 3 major championships.
Now we are arriving to
Can't you just tell that that's an important trophy?
Yes.
All right, I'm geeking out now. Now I'm really geeking out.
No.
This is the Holy Grail. One of the most iconic soccer photos is a captain lifting that trophy right there with his team behind him. That is a chill moment. Many great teams never get to put their hands on a trophy like that, and Barcelona's been able to do it 5 times.
Have you ever held one?
No.
No.
I think we should offer him the opportunity, no?
I think
Yes.
so too.
So, Jordi, so I asked my colleague to open this, please.
Oh my God.
I'm nervous.
Don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Don't look like Sergio Ramos, eh?
That feels good. I wish.
No, look at his.
My hairs are sticking up.
Yeah. No.
Outside of the Barca organization, only 5 people in the world have laid their hands on this cup. I'm number 6. This is a moment I will take with me forever.
That was incredible.
Come here. That was amazing.
Thank you. Awesome.
By the way, there's a little kid here that is 100,000 times better than I am. That's humbling. Oh, that one? All right, can you show me how to do it, buddy? How do you drop in?
I throw it like this.
Okay. How easy did that look? All right. Feeling good? Oh! 2. What'd I do wrong?
You gotta be like this.
Okay. So stay on the board.
Yeah.
Stay on the board. All right, this is where the competitor is coming out. Now I'm going to start to get really pissed off. My mentor, my spirit animal. What was your name?
Maverick.
Maverick. Of course it's Maverick. I'll be your goose, buddy.